Jimmy, you want to do the people? You want to do the people?
I don't remember my wife better. I had that speech when you left. Are you going to London plan? You want to be sure to say hello. What would you remember?
You think it's Mr. William?
You don't want to even put that on it.
The 1930 Democrats will win, Bobby, all the way. The 1930 way back.
I think it's marvelous you've joined us, and that you decide to come to our rallies and be one of us. You'll feel much, much better about it. Oh, that's a good sign. But you know what Indiana did back in 1960? But they voted. The fact is that you voted for Richard Nixon in 1960, and then there were 4 marvelous years under the Democrats. Sort of the other part of the country made up for it, but you wouldn't do that again, would you? I met a few people coming in on the road that would. Okay. Don't act, what they said to me. I won't repeat it. If you could close. But there are so many important issues facing this country. There are so many important questions facing this country. We are a marvelous country, a generous country, and a compassionate country, and a country that's achieved tremendous things during our history. But the fact is that we do face difficult crises at the present time. All of us here in this audience realize that. All the people across the state realize it, recognize it, whether it affects their community or whether it affects them personally. The fact is that we face difficult times today. And one of the great problems, of course, is the fact that we now have the capacity with other nations to destroy all of mankind. It's not just a question of how we're going to live during the 20th century, but it's basically a question of whether we're going to be able to live in the 20th century. 5 nations have atomic weapons now. That could spread to another dozen nations. We can control science. We can send the man to the moon. We can make all of these scientific advances. But the basic question is whether we're going to be able to control ourselves. Whether we're going to be able to not only control ourselves within our own country, but whether we're going to be able to develop a system with other nations. Whether we're going to be able to control human beings in their relationship to one another. I think that we can do something. I think we can make much more progress than we have in the past, and that's why I like to I think that we can begin to end the divisions that exist between our blacks and our whites. I think that we can start to make progress against the violence and the lawlessness. I think we can bring peaceful change. Violence is no answer to our problems in the United States. We can't turn to violence. We can't accept violence. We can't accept rioting within our country. But we have to make changes. And the fact is that we can make changes. We can deal with the violence, but we can also make changes so that everybody has an equal opportunity, no matter where they live. That a child has a chance to have a decent education. That those children standing by that tree over there have a chance to have a decent education all across the United States, so that they can become decent citizens, that they can find jobs, that they can go on to a university or to a college. And it's not just the black members of our society. There are more whites who live in poverty than blacks. Negotiating table to try to settle the war in Vietnam. But as we read the paper this morning, all of us here must remember that that conflict is going to go on. And even while the talks take place, that conflict in Vietnam is going to go on, and there are going to be young men from the state of Indiana, as there are from the state of New York or the state of California, who are going to die there. And I don't think any of us can be satisfied, any of us can be contented until that war is finished and American soldiers are brought home. I am opposed to unilaterally withdrawing from South Vietnam. I'm opposed to just withdrawing our troops from South Vietnam. But I am in favor of the conflict and the major part of that struggle being carried by the troops and the people of South Vietnam and not the American soldiers. And I don't accept the fact that in 1967 our casualties doubled over 1966, while the casualties of the South Vietnamese army were going steadily down.
Got enough room? You can hold on over if you want.
Slow it down.